Hey guys, what's up? It's Awesome again with Options Traders. Today we're going to go over how I day trade on TastyWorks. So today we're going to cover stuff like the platform and how I get my orders executed and how I can capitalize on these trades that I do that are only like 2 minutes to a minute long, and how am I able to handle my executions that fast. So I wanted to make sure I did this video while the market was open so that y'all could see it with the options prices that are changing. So let's go and look. So in the morning, I usually get up and I have a normal assumption for the day, or not for the day, but for the first 15 minutes of the day, I have an assumption about if it's going to go up or down. So I go to my trade tab, which is here. Oh, I forgot to edit. Hold on. Apologies, guys. Let's show all windows. I forgot to make sure this said. Sorry for the delay. Float on top. All right. So I go to the trade tab, and I look at. So I go to my strategy, which you scroll down here, and if you have a cash account, which is mine, you can only buy stuff. And I like to buy naked options, which are just single contracts. I don't like to do all these strategies, so I just go to the long option, and if it says short, you just click on it and make it long, and then I just click go. If I want to do a call, I just click put and I change go, and it brings me up to the calls. So of course my assumption for today was put or down. So I click call, and I look for the one that has a lot of open interest and has the most volume for the day. That's also around 100 to 200 to but between $100 and $300, which is $1 to $3 a contract. Those tend to move the best in my opinion. That's just what I saw, but you do whatever works for you. So I go to one that I think will work great. It automatically changes with the mid price here. As you can see, it's 130 right now. Let's see if it changes real quick. So we have the 120 and 140, and the mid price is 130. So let's see. This is the put, right? So let's say my entrance on this trade, if I was going to trade this, I would wait for the break below the EMA. Now, how would I get those quick pushes like I did here, like the break below the support level? Well, I already have my put trade set. You see, my put trade is set. So I just wait. So for instance, this morning, I was waiting for it to break below this line. I saw it break below this line with a great push. I go to the trade tab. I just click review and send, and filled. Now, of course, you have to make sure that this is only a one decimal place. So like if I try to do it right now, it would try to fill at 1.17, and it wouldn't work because they want it to be at a one decimal spot. So if I have time, if it's not like that, like I did that quick trade, I just did the straight mid price. But if I'm waiting, then I'll probably fill in 5 cents lower and wait and get filled, just so I get the best fill. I want the market to come to me. I don't want to go to the market. I am in charge when I am trading. I am not a sheep. That is my mentality when I trade the markets. So that was how I do it. I would watch for it to happen. I would watch the breakthrough. I would click review send, get filled, and then I would go back to this chart and wait until my ideal spot. So obviously, as you can see here, when I entered here, the put, it drops so fast. I was like, I want to get out now, just for safety. If you want to monitor your position, you can click accounts, and it'll show you your net liquidity, and it'll show you your P&L for the year and your P&L for the day. But you just go to positions here. Yes, and so you'll get on your positions, and it'll look like this. And you'll just click on whatever position you'll have, and it'll say the number of contracts you have right here. So when you're ready to close the position, you watch and you're ready to close. I go to the positions tab. It'll look like this. I click on the stock. I left click, or if you're on a Mac, you have to do control and then you click it. It's not going to work because I don't have any contracts at the moment, but it'll pop up a tab that says roll position or close position or whatever, and I click close, and when I click close, it brings me to this, but to sell it, and then I just click review and send and get filled. So that's how I do it. That's how I quickly day trade. Now, if we're watching for this call, we just saw that spike up. You would have been prepared for a call. You would have been waiting. So 110, 120. Click review and send because you just saw it break. So you see how, like, if I wait for it to break and then I go to the trade tab and set this up, I miss my optimal entry. So I make sure I get and I set it, wait for that break, and then since it's already just following the mid price, I just click review and send and go. So when you get that order ready and the mid price changes, you just wait for your entrance or whatever you're waiting for to happen to enter. You do it and you go to trade tab and you click review and send and it goes. And then when you're ready to close, you just go to the position tab and you right click, right? Yeah, or control whatever, click on Mac, I don't know, you'll have to see which one works for you. And you click close position and then review and send. Now let's do a quick overview of this platform. So the way that I do it is I mean, I've done this in previous videos, but I like to go to my 1 hour chart for the for this. So if you want to know just a quick understanding of how the trend lines work on here, so once you draw the trend line on TastyWorks, you cannot delete it without deleting every trend line you have. So be careful with that. But something to help you adjust these, like if you draw it out and you know it's a little off and that messes you up, which I don't like it. I like my lines to be straight. You just double click on the line. You can change the color. You can make it solid, but go to the coordinates, see what your starting is, and then make sure your price number 2 is the exact same, so that it's exactly, you click close and it adjusts it, so now it's a perfectly straight line. So let's go over everything. So if you want to edit a watch list, you go to watch list, you go to settings. Oh, well, you can't make it on here. You go to this settings tab. No, that's for, yeah. You go to this setting tab here. You go to watch list. You go for lists, and you can add a list here, like add new list, and then you just add your symbols to the list here. Of course, your general, how fast or how long do you want to show your notification that you've been filled or that you're waiting in a position. I just put 5 seconds. It's usually good. Your account privacy and all this good stuff. So usually when my trade is set up, all I have is the chart I'm looking at, and I have my trade position set, and I'm waiting for my entry, and that's how I do it. All right, I hope that helped. People who want to know if they can day trade on TastyWorks, which is completely doable. I do it and it works great. I have a smaller account at the moment, but I'm still making those huge percentage gains, which is awesome. All right, if y'all want to see those percentage gains, just go over my recap playlist, and I'd love to show y'all. All right, bye.